Informed consent, the path of your soul's journey, working with the shaman, an ayahuasca retreat. It has to be by informed consent. What that means is this: when you're drinking medicine, you want to feel connected to the medicine and have some understanding or knowledge about what medicine you're drinking. And I hear this a lot, especially outside of Peru or Costa Rica, where people will engage in a one night ceremony or a few day ceremony. And the first question I ask them is, what type of medicine did you drink? And the answer almost always is, I don't know. It was ayahuasca. And therein lies the first challenge: to engage in a vulnerable, powerful soul journey, a ceremony of ayahuasca. There are many different medicines that can be in your ayahuasca. Well, you can't really consent to drinking something that's going to heal and empower you and illuminate, if not rock your world, without knowing what you're drinking. Some shamans don't like to share their secrets. That doesn't work for me because that violates informed consent, but also safety and trust. You want to feel connected to the medicine, so when the medicine is in your body, you know how to navigate and work with the medicine because each one is a little different. And so what's really important is that when you communicate with your shaman, if they're clear about why you're coming, the medicine should match the healing that you're looking for. Okay. Number two, there can be no ill will or hidden agenda during the entire process. You need to have everything transparently up front. And what I mean by that is there's a diet to follow, a mind, body, spirit diet to follow. There are certain contraindications, certain mental illnesses, certain medications that do not mix well with ayahuasca. Some Peruvian, Costa Rican shamans now understand their world is not the Western world. So this is their medicine. The Amazon is the medicine. I have witnessed medicines and trees and vines and leaves for every illness we have in the Western world. And I've worked with many of them. So that is their medicine. So they will likely treat far more than I would in my work. So you got to know if it's right for you and if you're right for the medicine and the journey. But you can't get there without informed consent. Okay? So no hidden agenda. The intentions have to be clear. The medicine, you have to receive education and understanding of what you're drinking and putting into your body. This is a conscious experience. You need to be consciously consuming the medicine and then learning how to work with the medicine, because it's not like Western medicine. Take this and we'll check you back in 6 months. And you don't have to do anything. You want to participate in the healing of this medicine. So informed consent is the path. The other important thing is during the ceremony, when you're with other people in small groups, I keep mine to 10 because I interact with each of them. So that is my limit. When you get bigger than that, you're pretty much on your own. And it's a vulnerable experience. That doesn't work for me in the way that I work best with people. During the process of that, it's really important that a skilled shaman or practitioner is able to navigate and work with you and maintain informed consent. There are some times when you shouldn't interact with somebody because the medicine is working with them. There are sometimes people need their handhold or to be reminded that it's okay. And that's important. So everything in the conscious, spiritual soul world works by informed consent. Nothing can change without your consent. And to try to transform without consent is force and resistance. And where there's resistance, you lose access to healing. So remember, in your relationships, it's got to be informed consent every day. Just, may I come into your room, even though it's your child or your wife and it's your house, because that keeps safety and trust in the relationship. And once we lose safety, we lose trust, everything falls apart from there. Healing can't occur until you feel safe. You have to have an informed agreement. So make sure when you're working with a shaman in ceremony that you are informed, because the only way to make a conscious decision in the most powerful conscious experience you'll have is through informed consent. I hope this helps.